Hi guys, welcome to my live stream. My name is Simply Rhoda, and it's good to have you on my live stream tonight. Thank you so much for coming. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, guys, take this opportunity to subscribe to my channel. Our family is growing so big and so fast. And it's amazing that our community is growing and it's expanding. And we are building this little community that I just feel so comfortable talking to, sharing everything that is on my mind. And I want to welcome you to my channel tonight. As you can see, the title today is the subject that we are talking about is what's like living in China in 2024. Thank you. I can see people joining in. Today's Friday. Hi, welcome to the live. Before you get settled, please like our live stream, and also you can share if you have the opportunity to share this live stream to other people so they can join us. And let's talk about what it is like living in China in 2024. Yes, it is different. You may ask me, what's the difference? Is it different from 2023? Is it different from whatever 10 years ago? Yes, there is a big gap. There is a big gap. And the gap or the things that are different are some of the things that we're going to be talking about, and also the new experiences that are coming in with 2024. Guys, I don't want to lie to you. 2024 is just a whole different year in China, especially in China. I think it's just so different, so different. I can't even compare it to other years that I've lived here in China. This year is totally different. I think if you are in China as well, you may agree with me that there are a lot of things that it just feels so different. I don't know. It just feels so different. Hi, I can see you coming in my live stream. Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, I'm glad you were able to join me tonight. And you can see the topic that we are talking about. If you are living in China, you can let me know in the comment section and hit that like button. If you are in another country, let me know where you are watching me from. This will make it really, really amazing and really interesting to know that on this live stream, we can, or you can watch me from another part of the world. Yet I am here in China, and you can watch me right now while you're in another country. This is such amazing. It's such amazing. Anyway, before I start, this live stream is gonna run for less than an hour, and I think you can agree with me. Here in China, it's Friday and it's 8 p.m. It's 8:05 now. Yes, this live stream was scheduled for 8 p.m. and now it's 8:05. That means we are 5 minutes into this live stream. It's amazing. It feels so right. It feels so amazing. So tell me, guys, what's up with your weekend? What are your weekend plans? What are you planning to do? As you know, today is International Women's Day. Yes, I want to wish all the women, beautiful women out there, to have a happy and amazing day as we celebrate this day. And there are so many. I think as women, we are actually controlling the handles of this world. We are so significant and we play major roles. You could be a mother, you could be a teacher, you could be, but know that you're important, you're appreciated, you contribute a lot to the community. That makes you an amazing person. I also feel like some you are going to watch this video as a replay because maybe you are busy at work, you are busy dining out, you are busy celebrating Women's Day. I know in different parts of the world today is very significant to celebrate women. Some are actually celebrating this day by having some activities, by having some maybe dances, some functions to celebrate and honor women. In China, yes, they just say Happy Women's Day, but it's not a day that they really, really celebrate, or maybe it doesn't have that. I don't know. I really don't understand because I just feel like it was just a normal day at work. for me, I was working today and it was just a normal day. But what is so warming and amazing was the fact that some of the children in my school, they just approached me in the morning and wish me throughout the day. I was meeting kids on the corridors in their classes, and some of them were just wishing me Happy Women's Day, Teacher Rhoda. Happy Women's Day, Teacher Rhoda. It was amazing. I think it just gave me a different feeling to be wished by women. But as for the management and other people, I didn't actually receive any good wishes for Women's Day. It's something that I just had to maybe talk with friends and the kids wishing me a happy Women's Day. But anyway, I want to wish all the women out there a happy Women's Day. So tell me where you watching me from, and yes, where are you watching me from, and is it a Friday where you are? Because I know with the time difference, in some countries it's still maybe yesterday, it's still Thursday, or it's night, or it's morning. I don't know what time it is, but just let me know where you watching me from. Please do do not worry, do not be afraid. Just hit the like button and also just hit that comment section. Let's have a conversation. The more we speak, the more we chat, the more I read what you're saying, the more you communicate to me, the more funnier it becomes. Yeah. All right. It's okay. I can just dive into the topic. What's it like living in China in 2024? Like I say, this year is kind of like a comeback. We've lived we have been going through the pandemic in the past years, and 2024 really feels like a new year. It's like new beginnings. Everything is starting afresh. However, we are not limiting to the laws changing, a lot of things changing, and some things and some areas are becoming much better. And I can say 2024 is really a new year. It is a lot of things that are different, a lot of expectations, a lot of things coming our ways. Like for me, I'm gonna be talking about this year only in regard to my life, myself, and I'm not going to generalize it because everyone does see things differently. But to me, I'm gonna be addressing how I see it. So that's all my opinion, but you're also welcome to criticize some of the things and as well as sharing how things are going on your part. So yeah, in 2024, I want to start with the lifestyle in China. The lifestyle, I think a lot of things has changed concerning the lifestyle. The kind of life that we are living at the moment in China is different. Well, I want to talk about the social part. The social part in China is kind of really it's different. It is different. In the past, I think life was moving on a very fast track. Maybe it is because of where I live, or the city I live in is kind of laid back. It's a small city, and you find most of the population that lives here are old people or retirees or children that are school going age. So you find that life in my city in 2024, it feels so relaxed and so calm as compared to the past years. You find that life is just moving in a systematic way, calm way, and not rushed. That's something that I'm really thankful about this year here in China. A lot of things have changed in that case. We are not, I don't feel rushed anymore. I don't feel like I'm being pushed anymore. I feel like life is just calm. I think maybe it is because we're just coming out of the pandemic, and during the pandemic, there were so many things that would even easily lead us to stress, lead us to depression and stuff like that. So many restrictions. So coming to 2024, there are no more restrictions, like those stringent restrictions we used to have during the COVID era, that we couldn't travel, we couldn't do things at own will. You could have plans, but those plans may not come to pass because there could be an outbreak or something like that. So you find in 2024, we are now able to work according to our plans. We are now able to plan and do things the way we want. That is another big change in China. Now we feel that I can't say things have gone back to where they were before the COVID. No, 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 no. We don't want to go back there. I think that is the past now. So now 2024 is the current year. I can say this new year has its own challenges, has its own new things coming up, right? So I want to talk about me personally. In this year, I'm able to plan or make plans in terms of work. When you have a job, you have a job, right? A stable job, you are able to make plans, like make plans with your salary, because you know that nowadays there's no, we don't have that fear of like you're working, but in the middle of your work you may be told that we are going on lockdowns or something, that stuff like that. By the way, when we were on lockdown, schools or workplaces were not paying, so it means like it's a forced vacation, whereas during that vacation you are not able to do anything, you know what I'm saying, you are not able to go anywhere because there were so many restrictions. But in this year of 2024, I think now we are just running on a system whereby you can actually go to work, you can actually complete a whole month of work, you can rest when you feel like you are able to take your leave days normally and stuff like that. So that means you can actually make plans, we can actually make plans. Like in my case, I can actually make plans with my salary, and I actually have a figure that I expect at the end of the month. I'm able to do extra work without any hindrances or any problems. I can actually plan ahead. That is something that is really amazing in 2024 right now. I can plan ahead. I can buy tickets ahead, which is something that you wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare doing in the past 4 years or during the past 4 years, because you wouldn't know what will happen. And at the end, we didn't want to even lose even a dime. So now in 2024, you find that we can actually make plans ahead. We can actually book tickets. We can actually travel. We can actually make reservations way ahead of time without fear of losing our money, or without fear of something coming up or finding ourselves in lockdowns. Now we can actually travel without any fear of those things that I've mentioned earlier. So you find that 2024 is really looking great here in China. Okay, now let me look at the next point. Living in China in 2024 has also, like I say, there are good things and bad things all the time when something is happening. So there are also things that have changed. Now, I want to look at the job market, especially for foreigners living in China. You find that 2024 has come with some challenges of jobs. There are less jobs, especially for teachers in China. I think I did a live stream before. I spoke about such things. But anyway, I'm going to be talking about it again because I know there are new people that are joining us. Some people haven't even watched my previous lives. But if you have time, you can go back and follow them. You may find more information that can be useful for you, you know, concerning this live stream are more about life in China and working in China and what's like in China. So in this case, I think when we talk about job markets, the job markets for teachers, English teachers, let me be precise, English teachers teaching in China at the moment, you find the job market is kind of running dry now. There are limited job postings, there are limited jobs. Like today, I was talking to a friend of mine. She was asking me whether I've heard or I know any app or any place where teachers can find jobs. And I was like, you know what? To my surprise, it's fine. It seems like in 2024, a lot has changed concerning teaching English in China. Honestly, I think jobs are disappearing. I don't know whether schools are closing or whether there is no longer that demand in China for teachers. I don't really understand, because you find that there are limited openings. Like we just started a new semester, but I hardly hear of a place or a school that is hiring. You know, it seems like most schools are closing up. I don't know whether they're going bankrupt or stuff, or they're keeping what they have. I don't know. Because in the past, you used to hear about a job posting on daily basis. You know, we could hear that. But currently in 2024, you find that this is greatly reduced, and a lot of people are out of jobs. A lot of foreigners are out of jobs. Some foreigners are actually leaving because they can't find work. So it is another thing that is a challenge that we are meeting in China in 2024. All right, now I want to look at the cost of living. Yeah, I know cost of living is something that people can worry mostly about when they think about moving to a place, moving to a country, a new country, and stuff like that. We often want to look at the cost of living. I kind of feel like the cost of living in China in 2024 is stable. It is stable. Maybe it is because of the city I live in. So, like I said earlier on, I am speaking on my own experience. I'm not generalizing. So, on my part, I feel like the cost of living in China is stable at the moment. It is stable. I feel like the prices I've been using or the cost of things, I mean, the money I used to budget for my household use for monthly on monthly basis is still the same, if not less. Maybe I've also mentioned that the good thing in 2024 is that now most workplaces provide their workers with lunches, and some may even provide with breakfast. But for my workplace, they only provide with lunches. Hence, this can usually reduce our cost of living in 2024. So, like I said, we are able to make budgets, we are able to plan ahead, and also the cost of living is a bit lower. Nothing has really changed in terms of that. I feel like in the past years, it was becoming higher and higher. Why? Because people had no jobs, but you still had to pay up the bills, you still have to buy foodstuffs, yet you were not generating income because of the lockdowns and stuff like that. You needed food, even though you were in lockdown, we needed food, but the jobs were not paying while the teachers were on lockdown, unless they were doing online classes. But then the jobs were not paying. So it was really hard for most people to juggle between bills, lifestyle, and stuff like that. So, but nowadays, I feel like everything is normal. It is becoming normalizing. Another thing that I'm really excited about in 2024 living in China is the expansion of um, restaurants, coffee shops, this in favor of for expats or foreigners living in China. Now it's no longer hard to find a place to eat, especially Western food. If you are not a fan of Chinese food, you can readily find a restaurant that can cater for foreigners' tastes and meals. So in this year of 2024, it is really amazing to travel around China, and you can get to experience a lot of amazing cultures around China, because you find that it is made really. There was a part I was reading about traveling around China. The cost of traveling either by plane, by train, is really great. There is no much difference. It's cheap. It's not that expensive. It also depends on your style anyway. But if you're planning and traveling according to your budget, you can actually achieve these trips. You can even plan and book tours ahead of time, which is amazing because it's not expensive. So this is something that you can find in 2024 in China. These are amazing things that a lot of people are hoping for, jumping for, and grabbing this opportunity, because it seems like this year it's more relaxed. It's more on the relaxed part that a lot of people are enjoying, and a lot of people would love to experience such life in China. So, where am I? Where another thing that I want to let's see. Another thing that I want to also talk about in this year of 2020. Sorry, guys, there's something that I need to alter. All right. Another thing that I want to also talk about, that is what we are expecting or what we're getting in living in China in 2024. Living here in 2024, it's not all that I can't give it a 10, right? If I put it on a scale of 1 to 10, I can't give it a 10. I can just say 8. In my case, I can say 8, because nowadays I think in this year I have been finding a lot of help in terms of my son's school. I have found a lot of help, which has come in handy, because it has greatly helped me to get relaxed a little bit, because I think in the last semester I was having a lot of problems, when it comes to a lot of problems and challenges when it comes to his studies, you see. So this year I can happily say that things are going on so well. Yeah, things are going on so well. So I can say 2024 is looking better. And even I kind of really enjoy this year because some of the things are not what I was expecting, you see. So I think 2024 is actually coming out so great. And I am happy that living in China this year has opened so many doors for me. I can say in 2024, now it's coming out so well. So many doors are opening. I'm meeting so many new people. I'm meeting help. I'm meeting other foreigners as well. So although a lot of foreigners, a great amount of foreigners exited, right? A greater population of foreigners in China, they did exit in during the pandemic. So you find there's still shortage of foreigners in living in China. But I can say in 2024, you can find that there are a lot of people also coming, new people. Like last week, I met up with a foreigner, a woman from Mozambique, that is a neighboring country with my home country, Zimbabwe. I was really excited and I didn't know that I can meet people like that. And I was also surprised that this lady has been living in the same city as I'm for the past 4 years, which I was not able to meet people like this that I can build a community with because of the restrictions that were there. So you find that most people were just staying at home and they were shying away from going out because of the pandemic and fear of spreading it and fear of being infected with the COVID and stuff like that. So but now a lot of things have changed. People are going out freely, people are hanging out freely, so it's easy to go outdoors and meet foreigners on the streets, which is amazing for me when it comes to living in China in this year. Okay, let's look at another one. I think 2024 has become so strategic. It also helped me to have so many strategies. I am saying I'm living a purpose life. Like this year, although I'm living here in China, but I have a purpose life. Like I'm really living a purpose life because I feel like in the past years, I was just living for the sake of living and then looking at a day as it comes. But I feel like 2024 had brought so many changes in my life. I mean, my personal life and personal growth. I think it had made me see things differently. It had really made me appreciate and also kind of live a totally different lifestyle. There are things that used to fascinate me, I think, in 2023. But as we turned the new year, it was like a leaf for me that just turned over. So being in China, you can also learn to let go things easily, and start up on a new leaf. So as we started the new year of 2024, I think I was just brand new because I decided to let the past be the past. I don't regret. The good thing about living in China in 2024 is we don't have regrets about the past. We really don't have regrets about the past because I feel like, in my own opinion, I feel like the past was whatever happened in the past in my life. I feel like at some point it was something that I really wanted. That means I never gave it a chance or have a chance to regret such situations or some things that happened in 2023 or years before that. But as we enter 2024, I can proudly say that I had to make decisions and make choices, and that I'm sticking with. So you find that 2024 for me, living here, it helped me to let go a lot of things. It helped me have a different lifestyle and let go things that doesn't save me, things that are out of my control. I just let them go. That's it, how easy it is living in China. You can actually let things out of your way, right? You can actually let things out of your way and continue to live a happy, fulfilled life, because we are always busy. You don't have time to worry about people. You don't have time to worry about things. You can always keep yourself busy. So that's something that I really love about living in China in 2024 because, like I say, there are many doors opening, there are many opportunities opening. Hence, you won't have time to worry about stuff. Also, living here has given me the opportunity to start a project that I'm working on. And I'm sure if you haven't watched my current video that is in my channel about me building my dream house in Zimbabwe, it was made possible because of living in China. So I can say living in China continuously help me to get towards to the completion of my structure in Zimbabwe, because living in China has given me these doors and helped me to get what I needed to be where I am. So I'm really appreciative of being here in 2024. What else do I want to look at? Anyway, I think I've said a dozen things about the good things I like about living in China, or it might be all positive things, because that's the reality, that's the truth. But like what I said, there are also setbacks. Of course, there are also setbacks. Anyway, something that have never changed, although we are in 2023, are the things that I'm a foreigner and I'm living in China. I don't belong here, and this is something that I'm constantly reminded of. And yeah, I don't want to rule that one out. Yes, I don't belong here, but I also feel happy to be here. I understand that I am a passerby, I'm a foreigner. Although I'm married and I have a family here, like I said, I can still feel foreign because I am a foreigner. I'm not from this country. So yes, I'm really thankful though for being here and living and experiencing China life and living in China in this year of 2024. Okay, now let's look at another thing. Some things will never change anyway, although we've been living here for a long time, but there are things that will never change. Things like being pointed at, being stared at, being having your photos taken without your your consent. I remember, like, you see this hairstyle. So the other reason why I always try to avoid doing braids living here in China is because of the curiosity people will have around me. You know, some people knows me. It could be my workplace. They know me. They've known me for a long time, and they actually know the type of hair I have. But the moment I change a hairstyle, they can still ask me whether it's real or fake. Yes, this is the question I get asked every day by strangers, by people I've never seen, or by people that I know. Although they know the length of my hair, but they can still believe that this hair or these braids that are long to my back, up to my back, is mine. So in that case, I think these are things that never change as well. So people constantly, like the locals, constantly become very curious about my life here, looking at me. Nothing has changed on that sort, but I'm not saying it's bad. Sometimes you can actually see that it's curiosity and they just want to fit their curiosity. So for some, you can see they're still taking or snapping photos on the street, which is something that I also noted that it has changed though. Although it's still happening, but it has changed. It's becoming less as compared to the past. In the past, oh my God, you wouldn't walk like 2 meters or 100 meters without somebody running up to you and asking if they could take a photo with you. It was just normal. Some would try to hide their phones, and take photos of you, but you can still see it and laugh and go. But it also depends. It also depends. Some people always ask, "Hey, Rhoda, how do you feel about somebody just running in front of you and taking a photo of you, or secretly taking photos of you?" My answer to this is always, it depends. It depends with them, with my mood at that time. It depends with what I'm doing, because what normally happens. Hold on a minute, guys. Can I have a look? Yeah, this is my son. My son is doing this math. Uh, no, you don't need to be in my video. Thank you. All right. My son Taylor is doing this math worksheet, from school. Okay, you can take and play quietly, okay? All right. So this is his homework from school. Guys, this is a grade 2 math worksheet. This is homework. A grade 2 is asked to do this in China. Yes, this is my son. It's my son. He is in grade 2, second term of grade 2, and these are the numbers they are working on. I don't know where you're watching me from, guys. What do you think? Chinese kids will start learning even bigger numbers when they're still young. They don't just have to wait until they get to maybe grade 5 or 6 or whatever. But in China, from grade first grade or second grade, kids will start to do such numbers. So yes, now I can imagine he's doing subtraction of 1,800 minus subtract 200, 500 subtract. See, guys, this is my son's math worksheet. It's a homework. He just completed it. It's his homework. But I can see a mistake here. I don't know if you can see it, guys. He did a mistake here. Tyler, I can see an error here. Come and correct it. You said 8,300 minus 900 is 8,400. This is wrong. I want you to go and think about it, okay?
But
Go
I
and
don't know.
you know, you will know. Here, you take away 300 and subtract this one, it will be 700. So this is 7.
Here is 7.
Yes.
Okay.
Go and recheck. So yes, so that's what math worksheet for grade 2s. They are working on bigger numbers now. Hi guys, I can see you coming in my live stream. Guys, please hit that like button and stay. Do not come and go, come and go, come and go and stuff like that. Okay, let me check. Come and do this one. This one too, you need to do it. Tyler, come here. What is this? Can you tell me what is this? 1,000 minus 800. You get 1,200. 就是你可以拿出来零零 10 minus 8 10加8等于多少？
减
减8 10减8等于多少
2。
？Guys, I'm doing math in Chinese 等于2。那为什么这个是也是200呀？是不是200吗？在哪里？这个为什么1200？这个是1000减800，为什么1000？你要重新再，这个也是减。给我你的橡皮吧
全都，
给我橡皮。现在我要在，给我橡皮。
不能全都擦。
不能全部全都。Okay, we are doing math, guys. This is Tyler's math problems, and he's just in a rush to play, so he did a lot of mistakes. I'm going to erase it. I know in China, most schools or kids in China will start to work on bigger numbers when they are still young. I know when I was in Zimbabwe as a primary school student, I didn't have to worry about big numbers as such in second grade. In China, I'm really surprised when I see the math problem they're working on. Hi. Oh, yeah, I've been living in China for over 10 years. I actually went to I studied Chinese at a university, when I first came here. So, yes, I can speak Chinese, I can write, and, I'm kind of fluent in it. So, it makes it very easy for me to communicate with the locals. This one 也是错了，这个对的，这个对，这个是对的，这个是不对。你要看看这个，这不对，这个是加法，这个是不对。OK，我要你自己看看哈。
我不知道。
谢谢你要注意，你别你的现在你就是管要玩啊，所以对你的脑子都是要玩，你要认真，这个你能做。
我不是。
你能做这个，你能做。如果你这样的，我就是让你不玩吧。这个可以的，你要认真，这个不对，这个是减，你要这个你加，这个是减，不是加，所以你要注意。你的问题就是加，不要加，你加，这个是加，这个是加，我觉得这个是减，不对。
啊？
对。
就这样说就是
这
对的。
个是加，
是对的。
这个不是对的。在哪别剪的哈？这个不是呢，这个是加反对的，这个是加反对的，这个是减不对的。
就对。
不对。It's best to learn Mandarin and Cantonese. I feel like Mandarin is easier than Cantonese. And I also feel like if you're around, like if you're in Guangzhou or Hong Kong, I know people there they speak Cantonese. So I feel like your environment also will play a major factor when you are 这个是1000，对，这个对。你看，先看看这一句吧，然后再过来。Okay, so I feel like when you are learning Mandarin, right, and you are around people who speaks Mandarin, so like I always say, when you are learning a language, the major factor or what is more helpful is the environment. So if your environment is speaking whatever language you are learning, it makes it very easier for you to learn it. Like where I live, the part I live in China, they speak Mandarin. although they are dialects, but they speak Mandarin. But if you are going to learn Cantonese, maybe you live in Hong Kong or Guangzhou. Usually, mostly, most parts of the southern part of China, they speak Cantonese. So it's best to be in that environment. Hence, it can affect the way you learn. Okay. So for me, I learn Mandarin faster and I don't even understand Cantonese because I've never lived in such place where it is spoken. And the last time I went to Hong Kong, it was really hard for me to understand the Hong Kong people speaking Cantonese. I feel like, are they angry at each other because they kind of have a high pitch when they are speaking it and their tones are high? So I felt like it's so hard. But there are other foreigners that do live down there in the southern part of China and they can speak Cantonese perfectly and they can't speak Mandarin. So in that case, I think your environment affects how you learn. So for me, I just felt Mandarin is better because I learned Mandarin. Okay, so another thing I was talking is you can judging from the title of this live. We are talking about living in China in 2024. One thing I've realized in China now is the expansion of TikTok. You find that this is one thing I really love in this country. Living in this country in this year, you find photography, video recording, and all stuff is now freely done on the street. So it doesn't even look weird being a YouTuber in China. You can just move around with your camera speaking to people because it's a normal thing. In China, you can be surprised to see people pulling bags and you think like, wow, they're going on a journey or something. And to your surprise, you find that everything that will be in that bags are props because somebody can actually set up a photo shoot out of nowhere in the park and they have huge bags of props for that photo shoot, or even live streaming in a public place. They can do it. They can do it everywhere, anywhere, anytime. So I feel like being a YouTuber or a content creator living in China in 2004 is such an amazing thing because it doesn't look or sound weird anymore because everybody's doing it. China TikTok, the Douyin, the old IEs, everybody's doing it on the streets. It's most likely that when you walk, you'll be able to meet two, three, five people on 100-meter peg, depending on the weather. You are able to meet people doing live streaming on the streets. So being a content creator in 2024 living in China is quite a plus thing because you are able to record video without any restrictions. Nobody approaches you. The good thing, I've never been prohibited from making a video or being asked questions about making videos here in China. Even in the past, I've never been. But in the past, it would attract so many stares due to the fact that one, I'm a foreigner, two, I'm doing live streaming or I'm recording on the streets and stuff like that. People got so curious. But other than that, nobody has ever approached me and stopped me from recording, which is something that I've experienced outside of China. So I think living in China and being able to speak the language in 2024 is quite a bonus. And now, as a content creator, it actually makes it so easier because I think content creation in China has just escalated to the extent that everyone is doing it and everyone is trying to make a living out of it. Like the Douyin, that is the Chinese TikTok, it has exploded. You find that most people who used to be teachers, now they've resorted to jobs like TikTokers in China, selling stuff on TikTok, on live streaming and stuff. This is a common thing in China. So living in China in 2024, I think it has made it means the life of being a content creator in China in 2024 is very easy. It makes life very easy. And yeah, even buying the equipments for live streaming or for content creation in China is quite affordable in 2024. I think it is because the demand is no longer high. Everybody's sort of having it in China. So you find that some things that we used to buy, like microphones at outrageous prices 4 years ago, now they are way, way cheaper. Now, because I think a lot of companies are producing such stuff. So you find out these equipments are becoming cheaper in China, even buying drones and stuff like that. I'm surprised that in China they don't even have regulations of flying drones. I mean, there are public areas that you can fly. Of course, you can't fly your drones into, government premises, or security or heavily guard premises. Of course, that would be breaching the law and stuff. So I feel like being a content creator living in China in 2024 is such an amazing thing, and there's so many things to experience in China. Like I say, the infrastructure of China in 2024 is out of this world. I think you have come across some videos from different YouTubers who are traveling around China, and they are sharing different sports, different things that are happening. That, like, train stations look like, I don't know, you are in space or whatever. I've never been to space, but I think that's the closest thing I can compare it, like how amazing a place can look. So being a content creator living in China in 2024 has given me so many opportunities to experience life and experience content creation at a different level. So I feel like it is a blessing to live in China in 2024. Yeah, I'm not speaking about politically or whatever. I'm feeling like about the freedom to do such things, the freedom we get to record, to be a content creator, to live your life and just be you. In China you can do that in 2024. I remember when I am in Zimbabwe, I cannot freely pull up my camera and record people on the street. I can't. It's You can be arrested. Yes, you can be arrested, and I've been warned multiple times in Zimbabwe for recording, even recording myself, just having my camera with me and walking on the streets. I've been warned several times. So I feel like living in China in 2024 has given me that independence of, like, creating content at will, creating content as much as I want, going to places, traveling to places to do whatever I want without any restrictions. So I feel living in 2024, living in China in 2024 is has made my life really, really comfortable. Of course, I'm not forgetting the part that I don't belong here. Of course, no matter how I feel comfortable, I still don't belong here. I'm not ruling that one out. I'm still a foreigner. I'm a foreigner. I'll be a foreigner, and I'll still be a foreigner. But I feel more welcome now in 2024. I remember before 2024, during the pandemic, there was a time that most people think, like, when you're a foreigner, they'll just assume like you are the COVID coming to them, and they'll feel like scared to be near you or be around you. Yes, such things happened before. And I think there are stories, great stories that you may hear, or some YouTubers go to the extent of recording such events. Yeah, that was in 2023, 2022. I mean, let's just say the COVID era. Yes, such things were happening. But now in 2024, oh, it's totally different now. There aren't any. 1 minute, guys. 这个是不是你看看，这个是9400减900。那如果你看这个是9000对吗？再400，这个是400减900，这个能吗？不能对吗？那我们可以接1000这里。假如我们拿起来1000，那900减1000是，那现在这个是变8400对吗？那在1000减900会等于多少？100对吗？那我们可以说800，那8400加100，那这个会等于多少？8400加100会等于多少？是不是这个弄多少？Okay, guys, my son is still doing his homework. He's left with only one problem, that I'm giving him some aid here. 会等于多少？8000多少？你看8400加100等于多少？为什么这个一从哪里来呀？这个一从哪里来？这个是简单的，8400加100等于多少？等于多少？0加0等于多少？
你加1等于
是0，0加0等于多少？
0。
4加1等于多少
5
？5。那这个1没有空的，8空的，能等于多少？
就是8，
就是8。那现在那就是多少呀？
8500。
那这个是不是8500吗？
嗯
Okay, sorry guys. My son was having difficulties with this. The numbers are so large, so it's really hard for him to come around it. Like I said, these are big numbers, and I don't understand why the teachers are teaching them such big numbers. You know, they are already learning thousands, adding thousands, addition and subtraction of thousands. Okanka. 对。对，我看看，刚才错了呀，这个对，750对，1000对，对，好了，全对了，好了，OK。Now my first, oh, this is my first time at your channel. Oh, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for coming. And it seems like, you know what? It seems like recently I've started doing live streams since last month, end of last month. That's when I started doing live stream. I used to do live stream during the pandemic, and then I stopped for a while. But then I met so many people. I've realized doing live stream can help to meet so many people. So, Lori, can I ask you, where are you watching me from? Where are you watching me from? And you are welcome. Yes, I feel really it's good when I'm chatting with you in the chat box here and answering. Oh, thank you so much for watching me all the way from America. And I think you are the first person whom I who has come to my live stream from America. Most people who come are either from the Caribbeans or some. Last time I had people from Australia and other countries around China, the Asian countries. Thank you so much for joining my live stream all the way from America. And yeah, I want to thank you, say thank you for coming tonight. You know, so there are other things that I was talking about, like here being a content creator in 2024 in China. This one has opened so many great doors for me. I don't know, Lori, are you a content creator as well? Or are you a content creator? If yes, please just let me know so I can also go to your channel and check you out in your channel. Are you also a content creator? Hi, guys. For those that are joining us, you are in Georgia. Oh, that's really nice to know about that. What time is it right now? Is it morning, afternoon, or what? Here in China, it's almost 9. It's 10 minutes to 9 p.m. and it's a Friday, almost at 9 p.m. So I usually do my live streaming at this time because I don't have to go to work tomorrow. So I can do live stream. I'm not so tired. I can hang out and have a little chat with you guys on Friday evenings. Oh, no. Okay, you're not a content creator. All right, I see. So have you ever traveled to China or do you have plans to come to China? I know most people that I've interacted with, they do have fears for traveling to China because of what they watch on the media and what they hear. No, I'm not a content creator. Ah, okay, I get it. I get it. So, are you interested in visiting China, or have you ever been to China before? Do you have plans to travel to China someday? Hi guys, if you are joining my live for the first time, thank you so much for coming. Please help me or bless my channel by subscribing to my channel. We are building a little warm community here. And oh, it's morning. Wow, that's amazing. It's morning. Here it's night. It's almost like 12 hours apart. More than 12 hours difference. Wow. This is Amazing. This is amazing. That's worlds apart, really. You've never been to China. Okay, okay, I see. I think it's worth traveling to China. It actually gives you a different perspective, or like being in China, you can see things differently. You find that is totally different with China, with America, but you can always learn new stuff. Nowadays, traveling to China is easier because a lot of Chinese people can speak English now, which makes it easier. Unlike the time I first came to China, most people couldn't understand me and couldn't understand English. So it was really difficult to communicate. But now, people who are traveling to China, or travelers traveling to China now, they are not complaining that much in terms of communication breakdowns and stuff, because most Chinese now can speak English fluently. So it becomes really, really hard, really, really easy, and to visit some major tourist attraction places, or even you don't really need a guide to travel in around China nowadays, because most people can speak sorry, I need some water. Most people can speak English now, as well as it's so easy to meet foreigners in China now. Oh, your daughter is in Japan. Yes, I think the cultures are more or less the same. They're quite similar, I think. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would like to go to China. Yeah, sure, sure. You can come to China. I think traveling to China is really amazing. Like I said, it can actually help you to see life differently, or to see things differently, because what we often see, like for me, before I came to China, I used to think I had these preconceived notions about China because of what I used to hear and what I used to see on the media. Sometimes when you see things about the country on the media, sometimes you only see a fraction or a little part, but we tend to think that's what the whole country is about, or we tend to rely on the little information we get about a country and just shy away sometimes because of that information. So yes, actually, it's a very livable country, welcoming country, where the people are kind and warm. So you probably love it. If you visit, you probably love it. That's really nice. So yeah, like I am here in 2024, and I'm actually liking it, and I'm actually seeing so many opportunities for foreigners here in China. Apart from the teaching, because like I mentioned earlier on, teaching in China is kind of running out. Like I feel like most Chinese people can speak English now. So I feel like the importance of English among Chinese now is losing its value. And most Chinese who want, or who really want their kids to study the language, they are preferring to send their kids abroad to English speaking countries to study, so they can learn there. Like I was mentioning earlier when you were asking me about which one is better to learn, Chinese, I mean Mandarin or Cantonese, and I was telling you about the environment. So most parents also do understand that the environment plays a major role in the success of learning a language. So you find most families who prefer to send their children abroad to English speaking countries to learn the language and study there. So yes, so the teaching jobs are not as vast as they used to be, but there are other opportunities that are rising, especially for travelers, or if you are somebody who is good at social networking, or someone who is a content creator and stuff like that. These are new things that are coming up that most foreigners are enjoying, and even traveling to China to do such jobs, like working TikTok, where sell things, become salesmen online, or saleswomen online. Especially TikTok sales. It's a profession, or I can say it's an industry that is blooming in China, because everyone is taking to it online. Like I said, living in China, it's also very flexible in terms of shopping, buying things. The online market has it all, and it's also flexible and very convenient. Yeah, no, I do not know how I would make a living in China. Um, Yeah, I know. Well, I feel like maybe there are other options. It also depends on your profession. I feel like other than teaching English in China, there are other things that people can do. Like I just was just mentioning right now, TikTok, selling stuff. If you're a salesperson, if you are maybe a sports teacher or something, yeah, I think, or a language teacher, not only language teacher but subject teachers. These are other jobs that people that you can still find an opening in, and can work and live comfortably here, because life in China, seriously, life in China is, the cost of living in China is very low as compared to most countries I know that I've visited before, and gathering information from other people living in other countries. I don't know the cost of living in America, how it is like, but I feel like the cost of living in China is low. You can actually live within your means and you don't need a lot. Even the cost of apartment bills and stuff like that, it's not that expensive. I think it's affordable. I've also, I know of some people who are retiring, who have chose to retire and live in China. So they are retiring in China. They came to live in China because they are retired. They retired in their respective countries, but the cost of living there as retirees is quite high. So they chose to come and stay in China is retiring. So I don't know if you are still able to work or you are now retired. I really don't know, Lori. If you want to retire, yes, China can be a better place to retire to, because the cost of living, and apart from that, the medical sector, the hospitals, they're really amazing, and also at a very affordable rate. And I feel like you can actually afford retiring and living in China in 2024, even the years to come. I don't know, maybe there may be some changes, but I feel like life in China is quite flexible. It's quite flexible, but of course, you probably need to learn the language as well. And I feel like learning the language while you're in the place will make it very fast and very easy for you to grasp and understand. So yeah, but the first thing you probably want to do is visit first. You can't just leave or pack your bags and say, okay, I'm going to China, I'm going with an open mind. I'll see when I get there. I think that way will not be the right way to do it. I think the best way will be to come experience first, and then go, and then come back again. You prepare yourself, now you know what you are going into. In USA, the cost of living depends on what area you live in. Okay, okay. So there are some places where the cost of living is still low, Lori. Are there some places that people can still afford to live comfortably without straining their pockets? Maybe. Maybe it's the same kind of similar to China, but not to that extent. China has some places whereby the cost of living is slightly higher than others. Like in big cities, yes, cost of living in big cities is a bit higher than in small cities. I live in a small city, like I was saying, I'm speaking mostly for myself. I live in a small coastal city where it is very comfortable. The pace of life here is not that fast. It's just normal. Like I say, most people who live where I am are either retirees, or others are elderly, or others are just school going age. It's not a big city, so you find that most people will leave this city in search of greener pastures in big cities. So hence they leave space for elderly and the younger ones to thrive here. So the pace of life in this city is not that fast, and also the cost of living is not that high. Yes. Okay, okay, I get it. I get it. So we're on the same page. So hence I chose to live here. I also have a son, like the one who was asking me about his homework and stuff. So yeah, so we chose to come to live in this city because of these reasons. I can work, and he can go to school, and we don't feel pressurized by the way people are living, or the cost of living is not outrageous. It's just quite comfortable. We can afford it, and we can live peacefully. That's another thing. And it's just a coastal city. It's a peninsular, and it's just nice. It's beautiful. So yes, we love to live here. So we chose this city specifically. But for younger people, who are still growing and who want the outdoor, like the nightlife and stuff like that, social life and stuff, I think this place will not be ideal for them, because like the reasons I mentioned earlier, the most of the highest population here are the elderly and the retirees, the younger ones. The working class is not are not as many as compared to those ones. So yes, oh, some places are cheaper. Okay, okay, I get it. So guys, I think we are now getting closer to the end of this live stream. Like I said, I can only persist or insist on going live for like an hour. Now we are approaching an hour, and I feel like, yeah, we can call it a day, but I can move on depending on the number of people who are coming. If you are just entering this live stream, please like the live stream. It can help us you can also help me by recommending this live stream to other people. So depending if we can have 10 or more people, and if you can be active in the comment section, I think we can prolong, we can stay longer on this live stream, right? But if we're just quiet, I kind of run out of things to talk about, since what I'd planned on the time that I planned on staying live on this stream is just an hour. So, oh, so you're saying so many Chinese people are coming into America. Okay, I highlighted this so it's easy for me to read it. So many Chinese people are coming into America through the southern border now. Okay, so do you know what a lot of Chinese people are doing in America? Are they running businesses, or are they there to just sit for greener pastures? What are they doing? Are they investing in America, or they are just looking for jobs? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, if you are coming, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm really excited that now I can start to see people coming after an hour. A lot of people are now joining the live stream. I think somebody may have shared our live stream out there, and I'm really grateful. So if you are coming, and if it's your first time on this channel, also subscribe to my channel. I really count on you. Coming to my live stream, it means you have developed an interest in my live stream. So hence you click. So also please subscribe to the live stream, subscribe to my channel, and also like this live stream and share it with your friends. Yeah, who may be interested in having conversations online with people from different parts of the world. Another interesting thing, please, let's play a little game. Just type in the comment section with the country where you are watching me from. Just write the country where you are watching me from, so we can talk about different countries, different customs, and as well as different ways of life. Let me see in the comment section, in this chat box. Let me see. Where are you watching me from? Where are you watching me from? Type in, guys. Where are you watching me from? They are buying up land and buildings. Oh, really? They are doing amazing things. They are really doing amazing things. So they are constructing, right? I think they are bringing the Chinese infrastructure to America, which is really good. And if you've ever noticed how fast they work, how fast they build something, like um, somebody, you can pass by a place and you realize that there was nothing there. The next day you see there's a new structure just like that. Yeah, that's how Chinese does it. They are really fast. Oh, Enos, you're watching me from Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for coming to the live stream. We got somebody watching from Zimbabwe. Yeah, now I know, Lori, you're watching me from America, and Enos is watching me from Zimbabwe. This is great. Thank you so much for coming to my live stream. And I also believe that you have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. I can see new people coming in. Please just type in the live stream comment, the live comments with the country where you are watching me from. Let's just get to know each other a little bit more. We are creating a community here. So let's get to know each other a little bit more, you know. Let's see, let's see. Yes, we have Zimbabwe, we have America, and I'm in China. I'm Zimbabwean from America. I'm Zimbabwean living in China. Yes, sorry, Lori, because I was looking at your comment here. So I mentioned your country. So, yes, no, so now I found somebody from Zimbabwe. That is also my country. Yeah. So, where in Zimbabwe, Enos? Which part of Zimbabwe are you in? Which part of Zimbabwe are you in? Oh, Harare. Wow, that is the capital city of Zimbabwe. Harare is the capital city of Zimbabwe. Anybody else? I can see there are 6 people here. Where are you watching me from? And also subscribe to this live stream, subscribe to my channel. And yeah, let's get to know each other. Before you leave, subscribe to the channel and let me know where you are watching me from. Just let me know where you're watching me from. Comment here in the live chat. Where are you watching me from? Okay, some are just coming and leaving, coming and leaving, coming and leaving. I'd like to know, seriously, I'd like to know where you're watching me from. It is really amazing to get to chat with each other. And I want to say thanks so much to Lori for chatting all the way with me. I want to say thank you so much for, for having a conversation with me. And it really felt like I was seeing you in person, because I could read and answer you. You get your answers instantly like that. Oh, there's another one in chat. Chat. What is that? Chat. Okay. Chad. Oh, you're watching me from Chad? Or what? I don't understand. Chad. Okay, let's just say that is the name of the country or the city. I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you so much for watching me wherever you are. And if you're just joining, let comment in the comment section with the country where you're watching me from, as well as subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much. I hope so many people have joined my channel, and this community is coming up so well. And this warm year, it's becoming warmer. It's becoming warmer. Thank you. Thank you. So let me know, guys, where are you watching me from? Where are you watching me from? It's a Friday here in China. It is a Friday, and we were just talking about what it is like living in China in 2024. It is freaking amazing, although there are some challenges, but it is amazing. I think the part that is really amazing about living in China is being who I am, is being able to do things that I love without fear of being judged. Like, I love to create content. I am a content creator. So being in China in 2024 has opened so many doors. I can just vlog anywhere. I can just go do videos anywhere. Nobody bothers me a lot. I think this is a huge plus for me, living in China at this time. So I can make a video anywhere I feel like, without fear of being stopped or being approached, or being prohibited. I can just be me in 2024. Of course, there are challenges upstairs. Of course, people gonna look at you like when you're a foreigner, you really stand out. So people's gonna look, they're gonna look at you, and yeah, you're gonna be asked some questions, but not questions to stop you from what you're doing. I think personal questions, you're gonna be asked that. It's normal. I think I've normalized it. This is not new, but it's still happening in 2024. You can get stopped and ask some questions. And I think being here for so many years, I think I got accustomed to some questions, because I get to be asked these questions on daily basis. I get asked, well, on daily basis, or maybe uh, these are questions that I'm asked constantly. Like I was talking about photos be snapped of you. You may have people running to you asking to have a photo shoot with you and stuff like that. So this is normal. We've come to normalize it, and it's not new. So in 2024, these things are still happening, but we are used to them. So we kind of appreciate and embrace it. That's 2024 in China. So we just embrace it and move on and move on. That's one good thing I like about that is the people are becoming more friendlier to foreigners as well. If we compare from the past 4 years when we were in pandemic, it was really hard to find people who are friendly. So you find that most people will be scared, and when they see a foreigner, they will kind of like have that feeling like you're a foreigner, so you have maybe the COVID, you have COVID, you have a virus with you, so that would make people afraid or not like to converse with you or be come closer to you. But I'm seeing changes happening in 2024 now. uh Chinese people are becoming more friendlier, you know. It's easy to make friends now, it's easy to get help, it's easy to build a community, it's easy to follow your dreams. Also, it's easy to start new hobbies or new dreams here in China in 2024, because I feel like the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit if you have a zeal, or if you're somebody who's curious or want to explore. Yes, in China, you can do all those things. You can try your best. You can try things. If they don't work, you can try others and so forth, you know. All right, guys, I think we have stayed longer now. It's a little over an hour now, and I feel like it's now time to end this live stream. Again, I want to thank everybody, each and everyone who came to my live stream tonight, and all those who have subscribed to my channel. I want to thank you. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Your subscription is it means a lot to me, and I want to say thank you again. And I'll see you in the next live stream, probably next week on Friday at the same time. I'll see you again. I'll see you with how things go. I may go live. To show you how life is like in China, really outside. Like I'm showing you the real experience, the reality of living in China. I may go live in a mall or go live in a public space where you can see things for yourself. So, yes, I'm not just limiting here. Thank God I can go live on my phone. So, I may actually do it just to prove the point that I'm saying living in China, a lot has changed in 2024. Like the people are becoming friendlier, it's very easy to go vlogging on the streets. It's very easier to be a content creator in China in 2024. There is so much to see in China. The infrastructure is amazing, the food, everything, the restaurants. I also spoke about a wide variety of Western restaurants that are out, that are coming. And now this one is something that is really amazing, that makes it really easy to live in China in 2024, because you're not limited to your needs, your wants, your cravings and stuff. You can find all these things here. So I may go live while I'm in a mall or in a supermarket or wherever, just to show you guys that life is indeed uh, going well in China in 2024. I may do that, but I don't know when, maybe during the weekends or maybe tomorrow or the day after, but it just depends with the feeling. So in America, many African Americans are trying to leave the USA. Oh, why? What is the reason? Why are they trying to leave? I have to highlight this one. Many African Americans are trying to leave the USA. Are they going back to? Oh, African Americans. Well, they are Americans already. So I thought maybe they are going back to their home country, or where they came from, where their great grandparents came from. Maybe they are returning to their roots. Why is that so? Do you know the reason why they are leaving? I'm curious. I'm curious. Well, I think I also mentioned that point, that although I live in China and feel comfortable, but I still feel like I don't belong here. So sooner or later, I'll also go back to my country. So I think there is a time that will come that you realize that you need to go back. You now need to go back and be with your ancestors, or be with people, or your family, or your your land. I mean, go to your land. I think that's the right word I can say. Why are they leaving? I'm curious. Why are they leaving? Is there a reason that is pushing them away? Is there a reason that is pushing them away? I'm curious. I am becoming curious. That is curiosity, curiosity. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much, Lori, for staying with me. And the other two, I think that is Tyler and Ines. You have been with me for the past 74 minutes or plus. Or they want a better life. I think life is becoming tougher for them um, in America, so they are deciding to leave to other parts of the world. Yeah, they want a better life. Oh, they want to experience something different. Okay. I think some people they are in you find that some people when they come to different parts of the world or go to other countries, they are trying to explore. They haven't settled that really they want to explore. They are still young. They feel they have all the time to explore and have the time to look for greener pastures. Hello, guys. If you are joining my live, please don't forget to like the live as well as subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for joining. So, yes, like I said, they want to experience something different and probably they want to find better things to do, which we won't rule out as well. So, yeah, it's really good for them. It's really good for them. I don't know if that's true that I heard most people are not able to cope up with the cost of living in the USA. Hence, they try to find better, greener pastures. Yeah, I think they can't cope up with the cost of living. So hence living is the only way. Yeah, I think so. Okay, guys, I think I really have to say goodbye now. Like I promised, I'll make sure I'll make it up to you guys. I'm going to show you the reality of living in China. That is, I have to be out there. I'll go live while I'm out there so you can actually get to experience the reality of living in China. Maybe if I'm just saying this while I'm seated in my house, you may not actually see this. I want you to experience through my lenses. I'm going to go out there on the streets of China and show you the reality of living in China. So, some of these things, some of the experiences I've told you, you may experience them live on YouTube. So, join me. I'll always pre schedule the live stream ahead of time so that it will be easier for you to know and you'll be notified. Hence, I want to believe that when you subscribe to my channel, you also turned on the post notification bell so that when I reschedule, when I schedule this live stream that I'm talking about, you will be notified so you won't miss out experiencing real life how the real life of living in China in 2024 is like through my lenses. So I'm gonna take you out there and you can experience it with me. So that's why it is very important for you to turn on your post notification. Thank you so much, Lori, and I hope to see you on my live stream, my next live stream, whereby I want to show you the real experience of living in China in 2024. And this time, this live will be done outside of my home. I will do it either in a mall or on the streets, and you can get to experience the Chinese people or the Chinese way of living and how life is really. That will be the reality of living in China in 2024. So you will see it through my lenses. So, guys, I'll take you with me. And thank you so much for joining my live tonight. I don't take that for granted. And thank you for staying with me for this long. And if you are just joining me, I'm sorry. I have to say goodbye now and I'm signing out. But anyway, you can always replay this live stream. And don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And don't forget to subscribe. For those who are just joining my live, thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Don't just click out. Subscribe, please, please, please. And like this live stream. Also tell me where you're watching me from. So when we are replaying, we can get to see that. Thank you so much. It's goodbye and good night. Happy weekend. Goodbye.